I found the receipts on the kitchen counter, crumpled under the corner of her purse like a secret daring me to look. 2 hotel stays, both during the week my mother died. My hands shook so violently I almost dropped them. The fluorescent light in our Dallas apartment made the ink glare. I remember standing there, frozen, thinking, how? How could she? While I was at the funeral, burying my mother, she was elsewhere. 2 different hotels. 2 nights. And now, the receipts stared up at me like a confession she'd left behind, mocking me. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I should have known something was off weeks earlier. Her smile had a delay, a split-second hesitation, like she was calculating how much to show me. She told me she was working late, sometimes leaving at 6 p.m., sometimes at 9. I trusted her. I really did. But there was a subtle unease that settled in my chest every time she picked up her phone quickly or whispered answers when I entered the room. The first night after the funeral, I replayed every conversation with her in my head. Her tone, the little lies, the ones about dinner with friends, the ones about errands. Nothing lined up. Something wasn't right. That's when it hit me. I remembered her leaving her purse by the counter that morning. The zipper wasn't fully closed. My curiosity, I'll admit it, overpowered grief. I opened it. That's when I saw the receipts. 2 hotel names I barely recognized. One on Oak Lawn Avenue, the other near Deep Ellum. Dates? Tuesday and Thursday. The same week my mother had passed. My body went numb. My wife, who I thought shared my grief, had been somewhere else, somewhere I could never have been. I didn't confront her immediately. Denial felt safer. Maybe these were mistakes. Maybe she'd booked them for something else. My logical brain fought my gut. I replayed her words, her alibis, every small lie. It wasn't denial that lasted. It was planning. I began watching carefully. GPS history from her phone confirmed the receipts. Calls she thought were private. Texts I found buried in old threads. My hands trembled less now, but my mind spun faster. Co-worker affair. That was the type I suspected after cross-referencing names in her messages. He was smug, always confident, like the world belonged to him. And she seemed to glow when she talked to him. Arrogance dripping from every word I intercepted. I started small. Subtle manipulations. Leaving hints she couldn't ignore, planting seeds of doubt in his mind. I called their office pretending to be HR, questioning minor inconsistencies in work hours. I leaked a few accidental emails that suggested she might be under investigation. Small psychological moves. They thought I was oblivious, but I was everything but. One night, I followed her to Oak Lawn Avenue. Parked down the street, dim light reflecting off my rearview mirror. She entered the hotel with him. That smug confidence vanished as I texted him a simple line. Smile for the camera. You're on my schedule now. Evidence accumulated quickly. Photos, timestamps, hotel key slips. I met a divorce lawyer in uptown Dallas, quietly discussing financial separation. She had assumed she'd be untouchable, that money would shield her arrogance. But I was careful, cold, strategic. The next week, I executed the trap. Public exposure, not viral social media, not messy shouting, but methodical. I sent anonymous tips to the co-worker's firm, complete with documentation of her infidelity, coinciding with their biggest project deadline. Promotions revoked. He was humiliated in front of colleagues. She received a legally binding letter exposing her hotel bookings and detailing breach of marital trust. Financially, emotionally, she couldn't hide. The first confrontation was silent. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. Just a look, full of disbelief, of arrogance finally cracking. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. I let the evidence, the receipts, the timeline of betrayal do it for me. Weeks passed. I moved out temporarily to a small apartment near Knox Street. Cold mornings, coffee in hand, alone. No phone calls. No arguments. Just a quiet, haunting space to breathe. I didn't feel relief. I didn't feel victory. Only the stark reality of what she'd done and what I had become to survive it. Her pride had collapsed quietly, methodically dismantled. The coworker? Publicly humiliated, career in jeopardy. But it was the slow, psychological unraveling that felt satisfying. The knowledge that the betrayal she'd thought trivial had consequences she couldn't escape. I sit now in my apartment, receipts folded neatly in a drawer, untouched. My mother's photo on the wall, a silent witness to every decision I made. I sometimes hear the echo of their laughter in the halls of Oak Lawn Avenue, a haunting reminder of betrayal, of grief, of loss. I have everything settled legally, financially, but the cold ache, the quiet heaviness, remains. It wasn't revenge for spectacle. It was revenge for clarity, for truth, for a week when my world crumbled, and they chose to dance in the ruins. I am changed, silent, ruthless, calculating. The receipts are just paper now. But the memory? The memory is permanent. And sometimes, late at night, I wonder if she remembers the week she betrayed me, or if she only remembers the panic in his eyes. I never answer. I just sit, watch, remember, and the city moves on around me, indifferent. The end.